Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
More than 135 people dead, billions of dollars in damage, and lives changed forever. The impact of Hurricane Helene is leaving its mark on the southeastern United States.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us here on ntTV's Nightly News. I'm Emma Burns.
And I'm Isabel Price. Hurricane Helene is one of the most deadly and costly hurricanes to have hit the United States.
And for millions of people, their lives have been changed forever. This is the story of a small beach town in Florida where Helene stripped the local community of everything they had. But it's also a story of their resilience as they work towards the future. WUTFT reporter Alex Land was there.
At 64 years old, shrimp fisherman Timmy Fudge has seen many storms come through Horseshoe Beach. The damage from Hurricane Helene was like nothing he's seen before.
Never seen one this bad. I mean, never had water in my yard, never had water in my house, and it's got in my house this time. It was a bad storm, a real bad storm.
Timmy and his family have lived in Horseshoe Beach his entire life in this specific house since 1989, and now he doesn't know what his next steps are. To make matters worse, Timmy's just getting back on his feet after Category 3 Hurricane Idalia tore through his beach community last year. He says the damage he sees yet again makes it hard to not lose hope.
It's hard to hold back tears. It's kind of, you kind of figure, is it worth it? I've always said I was hard-headed, and whatever it come, I could do it. This is bad.
Horseshoe Beach Mayor Jeff Williams admires the community's perseverance during these tough times.
Well, that's typical for Horseshoe. I mean, we've been through 3 hurricanes now in 13 months. You will see family and friends come in from all over to help their friends and family in Horseshoe. It's heartwarming.
Heartwarming to see a community picking up the pieces once more.
And though Horseshoe Beach suffered 2 years in a row at the hands of a natural disaster, their community shined through and stands stronger than ever. I had the chance to sit down with Alex Land to really understand the nature of the destruction.
There was just nothing. There's nothing that I have ever gone through that could relate a minuscule amount to what these people have gone through. It was just difficult to figure out what to say, and ultimately all you can do is just be a person and try and be there and understand and hear their story, but it was really difficult. Hurricane Idalia, Category 3 storm, just came through that area a little over a year ago, and it really affected Horseshoe Beach. And they pretty much just finished, rebuilding and getting back up off their feet. And for another storm to come through and kind of set them to square one, you would think that these people would have a change in attitude and a change of outlook of like, maybe we can't do this again. But it wasn't, they continue to have this idea that they're going to rebuild and kind of grow from it. And I think that it is the community vibe, and they just are so passionate about being from Horseshoe and wanting to live there. So many of the residents that we talk to have been there their whole lives. So despite anything that's getting thrown at them, they're going to keep rebuilding.
And all across the southeastern United States, families evacuated from their homes, not knowing what they could return to. And for some, they never had the chance to escape. You're now seeing a student home in Gainesville, where students at the University of Florida were not notified of school cancellation until the night before the storm. This left some students stranded in the hurricane with no other choice but to wait it out. And for those who had the chance to evacuate, they returned to their college homes in shambles. The American Red Cross and other emergency relief organizations, with some from Texas, are on their way to the impacted areas, though many are having trouble reaching these affected areas due to the extent of the damage. We will continue to bring you updates as these stories develop. Isabel, back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Emma. Now let's take a look at our own weather situation, which is certainly more tranquil than what our neighbors in the southeast faced. Alexandria, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Isabel. So right now we're looking at 88, so it's still pretty hot. It feels like 88. We've got sunny skies with some pretty strong winds coming in from the northeast at 14 miles per hour. Tonight it'll cool off a bit. It'll be 77, feel like 77, clear skies tonight. The winds will slow down and come in from the southeast at about 4 miles per hour. Tomorrow it's going to be 80, it's going to feel like 80. We're getting those sunny skies back, and we'll have winds coming in from the southeast again at 4 miles per hour. Thanks, guys, so much. I'll have more details for you later. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Alexandria. Now, there could have been a political storm tonight between Democrat Tim Walz and Republican J.D. Vance. The two vice presidential candidates go head-to-head in their first and only VP debate of the 2024 election. CNN's Julia Benbrook has the story.
The stage is set for the vice presidential debate hosted by CBS in New York City. Ohio Senator J.D. Vance and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz going head-to-head for the first time. Vance is a 40-year-old best-selling author and first-term senator. He'll make the case for former President Donald Trump.
The way I see the debate is very simple. It's an opportunity where for 90 minutes, Governor Walz and I are going to debate the issues that matter to the American people.
A source says Vance will likely attack Walz on his military service and label him as a liberal in moderate's clothing.
He comes across as just a folksy, ag-friendly outdoorsman until you start peeling back the layers, and then you realize that he's more radical than Kamala Harris.
But Vice President Kamala Harris's aides are betting on what they describe as the everyman appeal of Walz to draw contrast with Vance. Walz is a 60-year-old governor and former congressman who often leans on his background as a teacher and high school football coach.
I expect him also to be talking directly to Americans about what's at stake in this election and not getting too caught up in the nonsense that J.D. Vance throws his way.
The vice presidential candidates could get the last word. The presidential nominees have not yet agreed to another round. Reporting in New York, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Now, the debate tonight might impact your decision on who to vote for come November 5th. And in Texas, the time is clicking for your time to register to vote. Kennedy McGregor is live with your voter registration events here at UNT.
Thanks, Isabel. Well, hey, wake up. It's the first of the month. Now, I know the first of the month is usually when we're thinking about those rent payments, but this month, the first means something a little different. Folks, we have 6 days left to register to vote in Texas. Now, what I have right here is a Texas voters registration application. You can fill this out online or by hand. Either way, you'll need to mail it to the Denton County Voter Registrar's Office to be officially counted as registered. Now, maybe you're thinking, I don't have time, write this, fill this, print this, mail this. Good news. We're right outside the Union, 2nd floor, across from the BLV, where Powered by People, a political action group founded by former U.S. Rep. Beto O'Rourke, will be here again tomorrow, Thursday, and Monday, registering voters from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You'll need to bring a couple documents with you to get registered, however, which includes your Texas driver's license or your state ID. If you don't have either one of those, you can remember those last 4 digits of your social security number. Finally, you'll need to give your permanent address. If you're a student living on campus or you don't have a permanent address, you can provide information about the area you typically reside in. In 2020, America saw one of its highest voter turnouts, but 80 million people didn't vote. Folks, this is your reminder, use your right and choose your future. That's enough of this registration rhetoric. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Kennedy. And after the break, we're going to find out how the DCTA's multi-million-dollar Go Zone extension affects you.
And join us for learning about the history of tacos as we celebrate National Taco Day. I really need water.
Go for it.
Well, yeah. What was it? No sé. public transportation in Denton lives to see another year with some recent improvements. This is after the Denton County Transportation Authority increased the G-Zone budget by over $1 million. The GO Zone is a rideshare program free to UNT students. The additional funding comes on the heels of DCTA adding more bus routes and stops for Denton residents. The new plan also addresses the growing need for public transportation in Denton and its surrounding areas. GO Zone has already expanded its services to the Louisville and Highland Village area. DCTA CEO Paul Christina stated in an email to the Denton Record Chronicle that overall we anticipate these changes will enhance customer experience across the network. And while we're on the topic of networking, tonight we have another networking opportunity for residents, not only here in Denton, but across the nation. Today is National Night Out, and we have our own Brooke Deering out on Sundown Boulevard to see how we're celebrating in Denton. Brooke?
Emma, right now I'm at Sundown Ranch where you can see the party is happening here. Everybody's gathering from the community to get to know their neighbors, police officers, firefighters, and city personnel for this year's annual National Night Out. Now, NNO is an annual community building campaign that promotes police community partnerships and neighborhood fellowship. And every neighborhood is celebrating in their own way. Here we've got bounce houses, face painting, food, music. Sundown Ranch is going all out to celebrate this event. And registered gatherings within the city of Denton are being visited by police, fire, and other requested personnel to build the relationships of the community and those who serve the people. Now, everyone will be out here having fun until 8:30 tonight. So make sure that you get in your car right now, come down, celebrate, and join in on the fun. It's in between Teasley and Miller Road, so it's pretty close to the square. Right now, I'm going to be checking out this petting zoo behind me. It looks like they've got guinea pigs. You know, I'm seeing some goats, and is that an alpaca? You know, guys, I'll be back in the show, but for right now, back to you at the desk.
Thank you so much, Brooke. And with a full October schedule coming up, let's see how the weather's going to treat us.
Yeah, Alexandria, are we going to be tricked or treated with these upcoming temperatures?
Thanks, guys. Unfortunately, we're going to be tricked. It's still pretty hot. Let's take a look at our local map. We're sitting around the upper 80s mostly. We've got some outliers up in Fort Worth and Dallas that are reaching 80, so a little bit hotter there, but across the board, upper 80s and sunny skies. Taking a look at our regional map, once again, mid to upper 80s. We do have some higher temperatures over in Austin and Houston at 94 and 92, and some lower temperatures up north towards the top of Texas and Amarillo, and in Oklahoma and Oklahoma City. So pretty hot still all around. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 7-day forecast. Tomorrow it's going to be 90 degrees with a low of 65 and sunny skies and a 0% chance of rain. On Thursday it'll be 93 with a low of 62, sunny skies once again with a 3% chance of rain. On Friday, sunny skies once again and 92 degrees with a low of 64 and a 2% chance of rain. Going into the weekend, we can expect more sunny skies. Saturday, it'll be 90 with a low of 65 and a 9% chance of rain. Sunday, it'll be 92 with a low of 62 and a 7% chance of rain. Starting off the new week on Monday, it's going to be 85 with a low of 55 and a 1% chance of rain. And next Tuesday, it'll be 83 with a low of 55 and a 1% chance of rain. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you so much, Alexandria. And as the weather cools down and we head into October, it's way more enjoyable to drink beers on a patio. And UNT's University Programming Council kicked off autumn by recreating one of Germany's oldest traditions, Oktoberfest. Landry Brady has more on how Denton becomes a mini Munich.
UNT's University Program Council decided to kick off October by celebrating one of Germany's oldest traditions, called Oktoberfest.
I think initially it was to celebrate a wedding for this Bavarian prince, but it grew into a really big festival that a lot of places and UNT now will celebrate.
While Oktoberfest was originally celebrated much differently when it first started, UNT still keeps up the tradition of having food, games, and live polka music at the festival.
And the music, so good.
It's awesome. I'm having a great time.
Traditionally, Oktoberfest lasts about 16 days. So if you didn't get to celebrate on campus, you can still partake in the most important tradition of having a beer, if you're over 21, of course. And while Oktoberfest has come to an end for UNT, it is still a fun tradition for those who celebrate and will continue to enjoy year after year.
And if German food doesn't fit your taste buds, it's National Taco Day. Talk about Taco Tuesday. Taco Bell is kicking off their celebration by offering 10 different tacos at $1 each. Talk about a deal. And for UNT students here on campus, you can head over to West Hall for their Taco Thursday celebration this Thursday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. But if you're looking for a more authentic taste, you can definitely check out some of Denton's most iconic taquerias, such as Taqueria Monterey or Tateleria La Sobrista.
I am excited about these tacos. Now,
Me too.
after the show today, I'm going to load up on those $1 tacos from Taco Bell.
And you're so real.
All right, and then coming up, you can find out how Denton celebrates Halloween at their Blocktober party.
Also see how local neighborhoods are participating in National Night Out.
Happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
One of my favorite things about Denton is that no matter the winter days or the summer nights, there's always something fun to do. And for this month, it's something you'll be hopelessly devoted to. ntTV's Andre Williams is here with more. Andre?
Thanks, Isabel. You heard her right, everyone. Everyone's favorite musical, Grease, is in town, and you don't want to miss it. ntTV's Marissa Bender has a look at the production on stage and behind the scenes.
Hi, my name is Marissa Bender, and I'm here at the Theater of Denton, where I get a behind-the-scenes look at their upcoming production of Grease, playing through September 20th through October 6th.
Hi, my name is Kristen Ray Deal, and I am one of the directors for Grease, the musical, here at the Campus Theater. So this is my third show to direct here at Theater Denton, and I am a school teacher, and I direct about 3 shows a year there. And I also have been doing theater as an actor, performer, technician, director ever since I can remember. Grease is a show that has often been scrutinized because people think it is about a woman who changes herself for a man. So we have taken the show and given her back her power so that she changes herself for herself and not for someone else. Now, we didn't change the script, but we just looked at the script from a different angle.
Hi, I'm Nancy Chumbley. I am the costumer for Grease for Theater Denton. I think working with the actors themselves, they're just a great bunch of people, and working with Kristen, she had ideas of what she wanted in the show, and I worked really hard to bring it to life. I think when you see Grease Lightning, you're going to see a totally different element, and I'm not going to go into that because it's a surprise. But it's just been a lot of work, and I have a team that helps me. I don't do it all by myself, and it's just fun, and I love period work. The music will just knock the socks off of you. You can't sit still and listen to the music. The actors have gorgeous voices, and the set is just amazing.
Shows run until October 6th with both evening and matinee performances. So check it out before they hand jive for the last time. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Andre. And if live theater isn't your thing, you can party at Denton Civic Center. Our reporter Julia Ham has a scoop on Denton's 31 Days of Halloween. Julia?
Getting started. So to my left, you can see there's a fire truck and a live DJ, and then to my right we have a bounce house and some other Denton some activities here. And the main event, however, is going to be our pumpkin drop to the left. So this is the first of many events for Halloween in Denton this season, this year. Denton is debuting their new annual 31 Days of Halloween every day this month. There will be a variety of different festive activities for all ages across Denton to celebrate the spooky season. On the 4th, we have Haunting Images at UNT's Collab, and that will take place. And then on the 12th, we have an event called Psychics on the Square. Then on the 16th, we will have Denton's Goose Chase Scavenger Hunt. But get ready, because we have some fun actually right here tonight. And our pumpkin drop here at the Oktoberfest will be starting at 7, so make sure to come here and check it out. And the event will go until 8 p.m. That's all I have for y'all today. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Julia. And you know, speaking of dropping, did you see Klay Thompson in his Mavs colors yesterday?
Yeah, I did, Emma. And now we're going to head over to our sports anchor, Gabby Pippins, as she tells us how he's fitting in. Gabby?
We killed that. And even better today as an official Dallas Maverick. We'll have more on him, 2 legends we lost yesterday, and our Mean Green women's basketball team right after this.
The do's and don'ts of the Pole Rec Center. See that man over there? Please do not hog weights. Instead, do this. Another important part is having an attentive spotter. See, here is an example of a non-attentive spotter. Instead, do this. Now we head to the track, which should be pretty easy, just it's important to pay attention to the way the track goes. Remember to wipe down the equipment after you're done using it. The towels are provided by the gym, so it's pretty easy to wipe down the equipment when you are done. Thank you for using the Pole Recreation Center.
Tonight, we honor 2 sports legends, Pete Rose and Dikembe Mutombo, who unfortunately passed away yesterday. MLB legend Pete Rose was number 14 for the Cincinnati Reds and often called Charlie Hustle. He was a 17-time All-Star and the all-time hits leader with 4,256 hits. NBA legend Dikembe Mutombo was best known for his top-tier defense and infamous finger wag, also known as his no-no-no gesture. Mutombo was an 8-time All-Star and won the Defensive Player of the Year award 4 times. He was a 7'2" shot blocking and rebounding machine, and he and Pete Rose will be dearly missed. And the NBA season is fast approaching, and this year's media days may have been the best yet. From LeBron James posing with his son Bronny to Lonzo Ball making his grand return, fans cannot wait to see their favorite players back in action. This is especially true for Dallas Mavericks fans who got a glimpse of how Klay Thompson looks in blue and white. Thompson is the most anticipated addition to the team considering his All-Star and future Hall of Famer status, paired with years of playoff experience and 4 championship rings. Wow, that's a lot. But the question is, can he do the same with Dallas after his injury? We got a glimpse today with the start of training camp, and we'll be back with the answer after the season begins, starting with the Mavs' first preseason game next Monday against the Memphis Grizzlies. And finally, as the semester begins, so does training and preparation for our Mean Green basketball teams. Our sports anchor Seth Wickman got an inside look at the upcoming preseason for our women's basketball team.
UNT women's basketball is hard at work with their season opener approaching. Their first game will be on November 4th against Alcorn State in the Super Pit. Regardless of a few injuries, the team feels confident to repeat the kind of success they had last year after winning a share of the conference title.
I like where we are as far as the players we have on the floor and where we are this time of the year. We just got to stay healthy. I feel like I said the same thing last year, and it was true last year. The same thing's true this year. Like, we're just short on bodies.
But with injury comes opportunity. The new additions to the team have a chance to prove they can be relied on. True freshman Shania Price feels she has what it takes.
Really just focusing on the little things, the details, and what I can apply for my game into the rest of the season. I think that we're ready for it, and I think we're up for the challenge and are ready to, make a mark.
Returning players had the opportunity of feeling the glory of last year's title, but the ability to move on from past success is important for a team that's striving for greatness.
We won conference, so it's just like we just have a standard, and it's just keep building up. We have new people. We got to help them know the standard, so it's just really building together.
Due to the success of last year's team, winning this year will look a lot different.
Things are harder. Our schedule is harder. Non-conference schedule is harder. Our conference schedule is harder. We welcome it. We're excited about it. We're excited about playing in the Super Pit again, and excited about getting this thing going.
Regardless of the higher difficulty, the goals for the team remain the same.
38 was the time in between conference championships. 1986 to 2024 is a long time, and so we don't want to wait 38 years for that to happen again. We want to be playing in March. We want to win the conference again, but we want to win daily, and we want our culture to be elite, and those are the things that matter to us. If our culture's elite, we feel like we give ourselves a great chance to have success on the floor.
For ntTV Sports, I'm Seth Wickman.
Things look promising, and I know I can't wait for women's basketball to make its return. That's all I got for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Gabby. And before we say goodnight, let's check back in with Brooke at the National Night Out event.
Brooke, what is going on right now?
Guys, I am having so much fun out here for Denton's National Night Out. As you can see, I've got my face painted, and I'm hanging out with Barry the alpaca. They handed me some food, so we'll see if he comes over. Barry, do you want some food? We'll see. Yeah, he's having a lot of fun too. It's a trade. Barry, how are we feeling about tonight's event? Not a lot to say. He's having a lot of fun out here, but that's all I have. I'm gonna send it back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Brooke, and what a cute llama.
Is that a llama or an alpaca? I honestly could not tell.
Okay, I don't think it matters whenever you're feeding them and they're cute at a little petting zoo. But besides that, thank you for watching ntTV's Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6 right here on North Texas Television.